Oh man, we really need a new Dragon Ball game.
So, you need a new Dragon Ball game, I hear? Well, boys, you are in luck. Allow me to present this.
Whoa! Wait, what the fuck is a Gekishin? Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, the newest Dragon Ball game to have released up to this point. Announced a few months back, the game certainly was a title. The very first bit of this game that we got to see was this, and it certainly had people talking, that's for sure. However, after a few months, we got a whole trailer, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought this shit looked like a Dragon Ball MOBA? You're telling me you want to take the thing that's known for blood-boiling fights, heart-stopping visuals, unparalleled aura, and turn it into this? I may not have been a fan from the start, but I'm always for Bandai trying something new. That's how we got Dragon Ball FighterZ, and that's my favorite video game since like ever. So though I wasn't exactly excited, I still thought it was fun to see Dragon Ball get put in a light I've never even considered, or anyone's ever considered for that matter. Then, on September 9th, the game finally dropped as a free-to-play all-platforms experience. And holy is this shit good. You know how earlier I said I thought this shit looked like ass? Well, I got it all wrong. This is ass, and this is the shit. It has gorgeous animations, an addicting gameplay loop that despite being largely similar between games, is still different every time, and fan service. Yes, this is Dragon Ball fan service. You Goonda Vivian swimsuit from ZZZ, or Psylocke's cheeks from Marvel Rivals. Dragon Ball fans, this shit makes our dicks rock hard! If you ask me what I wanted from Dragon Ball games within the foreseeable future, I would say FighterZ 2, Sparking Zero expansion, and Dragon Ball Origins 3 for the DS, I don't know. However, this game, this is a game I didn't even know I wanted, and I'm so glad it's here. Every time you boot it up, it just hypes you up like it's your birthday. Every time you finish somebody off, it's like you're in your own AMV. And whenever your team wins the match, it's some bullshit, because I was right there mashing right click, so how the fuck did Gohan get it? Alright, enough glazing. The gameplay is what you would expect of a MOBA, although instead of clicking to where you want to go, you just move there, like a normal video game. The addicting loop I mentioned before consists of the following. Pick strong guy, spawn in, kill bots to get XP, make it to a big XP bot cause I saw him first, beat the criminal out of the enemy until Zeno is on the big guys, destroy the big dudes, then rinse and repeat until you get the Dragon Ball. It's so much fucking fun. No minions, just NPCs waiting to get their asses kicked for XP. No trinkets, amulets, boots, whatever. Instead, there are cards that explain what they do in 3 sentences. If you can't tell, I really am not a fan of how complicated my screen can get while playing other MOBAs, and that's something that I think really shines with Gekishin Squadra, and its minimalist approach to the HUD and other areas of gameplay. I'm a Dragon Ball meathead. What do you expect? Now I know that wasn't a very in-depth explanation on how characters or approaches can affect gameplay, but that's because I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I understand all the technical mumbo-jumbo. The compy stuff exists, but I'm too noodle-brained to understand it all, so you're just going to have to trust me on this one. One thing I do know for sure though, is that Hyper Mega Rildo as an assist is probably your best option when playing tank. He induces wrath onto your enemy, making it so they automatically turn around like he badmouthed their mama, giving you enough time to potentially secure a kill, which is rad. Other assists are meh, and always pick Snowball if you plan on staying alive. You're welcome. Now just because I think this game is incredible, doesn't mean it doesn't have its flaws. As I previously mentioned, this game is free to play, and so that means there are a ton of microtransactions. It's not quite Fortnite level, but it certainly seems like it's trying to be. Of course, it has your standard purchasable items, such as skins, emotes, and characters, although the emotes are tied entirely to an overarching gacha system, and the skins aren't really anything to write home about, with a few exceptions. There is a leveling up system that does give you free rewards, such as new characters to play with, new victory screens, and little capsules that are part of the aforementioned bigger gacha system. Though the way you level up in this system is by upgrading your characters, which you can only do once you've got enough materials for said character, of which you can only obtain through playing the game, and it's random what characters' materials you'll get. On top of that, you need to use Zenny to upgrade your characters, and depending on how high a rank they are, the Zenny required will raise accordingly. At the game's launch, this wasn't really a problem until you'd finished the battle pass, after which getting Zenny was near impossible, and you just had to sit with all your current resources until the start of the next season. This unfortunately seems like it's going to be the trend for each season, if you're keen on keeping it free to play. Overall though, I do think the game is fairly generous, giving you an ample amount of free characters to play, some of which are definitely meta, and occasional customization options that make you feel like your account is certainly your own. For a free-to-play experience, I think it's really solid, even if the climb does eventually slow down pretty hard, as these types of games tend to. As a paid experience, however, well, Let me just say that I've opened too many of these stupid fucking things, and all I want is Zambasu's legendary intro. Please, why can't I get animations for characters I don't even have? Also, a small side note. You would think that a game that asks you to queue up twice would result in more engaged players, but apparently the fuck not. The amount of times I've booted up a match just to hop in and see one of my teammates still standing at spawn is ridiculous. Again, the game literally asks you if you want to play twice. Who the fuck is like, oh yeah, let me just join this match and go fuck off right quick. Speaking of the player base, who are you people? You clearly aren't Dragon Ball fans, because you don't give up like we do. A Dragon Ball fan would surrender or just keep trying until the match is over. But whoever you people are, you see that things aren't going our team's way, and you just sit there, wasting everybody's time. I know wasting a time in a video game is a novel concept to some, but come on, man. I come home from a 9 to 10 hour graveyard shift, and so the time I have to kick back and relax is very precious to me. And so, if you feel like we are losing, then just surrender like the rest of us. Or at the very least, join in on the delusion and keep playing. When you sit there at spawn doing a whole lot of nothing, that leaves your lane down a man, which is just not fun. There's nothing more defeating than trying to level up, just for the enemy team to run a 2-man on you every time you try to get even the tiniest scraps of XP. Instead of throwing a tantrum in the corner, come out onto the field and try to get at least some practice out of this experience, instead of deciding that you're too good for the game that made you sign legal documents to play. Wait a minute. Throwing tantrums, queuing, then leaving. I know who you guys are. You're damn league players. No wonder you guys keep pinging like crazy when you're dead and start throwing when nobody listens to it. You guys realize that your game sucks, so you came over to this flourishing new game and decided to muck it up for the rest of us. Well, no more. I will cast a spell that will get rid of all you league players. I cast job application. No, but seriously, I really dislike League of Legends. I know throughout this whole video I've just been shitting on it, but I really can't help it. That game just screams nerd to me, and I'm a nerd. But you're right, maybe I shouldn't be so harsh. I'm sorry, League fans. For the remaining minutes of this video, I vow to not make a single joke about League players. Ah, there he is, get him! Overall, I think the approach of using League's general frame in a watered down way with more emphasis on flashy visuals and teamwork makes for a really fun experience, and I can definitely see Genshin going up in the Dragon Ball games Hall of Fame. Anyway, that's all to say that this game is fire. MOBAs are usually pretty ass in my opinion, so I don't know how they did it, and yeah. Please leave a like on this video if you want to hear me talk more about Genshin Squadra, or if you even want to see some gameplay, because right now I am addicted. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and make it to the end if you did, and I will catch you later. Peace.
Era pra gente ter ganhado.
Não, se trollou, mano. Ah, cara, puta. Nossa, Lucas, você é um filho... Mano, você é muito troll, velho. Mano, no cu, mano. Ah, vou jogar mais não, velho.
No, non ci posso credere. Ma io non ci posso credere, ragazzi! Madonna puttana, ma dai, ma... Dio perché? Che sfiga di merda, Dio cane! Vaffanculo. Posso avere sta sfiga del cazzo? Posso avere sta sfiga del cazzo? Dai, non posso avere sta sfiga di merda.
Mnie już jest na piciu! Co jest za gra? Kokot!
Everyone telling me the game I'm playing sucks, so I should play fucking... Fuck this shit, man! I can't even fucking think! I can't even fucking think! Oh.
Nie! Ja pierdolę, nie! Ja jebie, klawiaturę zalałem do skurwysyna, nie!
Nah, man, I'm getting so f***ing triggered. Who the f***